Rivals.com national basketball analyst Eric Bossi here. We're at the McDonald's All-American Game in Chicago, and sitting to my right is the number one player in the country, Michael Porter Jr. You had a great year, Nathan Hale in Seattle, undefeated, state champions. How does it feel to finish out your senior year like that and then finish it off with something like McDonald's game?
Yeah, my senior year was something special. We went undefeated, and there's no way to go out better than state champs, national champs, and an undefeated record. So that was awesome. And coming up here to McDonald's, I'm excited. I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the charity events, and it's awesome to be around all these guys one more time.
You know, you say excited for the game and everything. Is there anyone on the other squad where you're like, yeah, I really want to match up with them and see what they got during the game?
I mean, whoever matches up with me, I'm fine with matching up with. I just want to kill whoever's guarding me and stop whoever I'm defending. So it really doesn't matter to me as long as my team gets to win.
This is kind of the last chance you guys get to go out and play in front of everyone. Of course, you got the Jordan Brand game still coming too, but how much does holding on to that number one spot mean to you? How important is it?
I mean, it's a goal of mine, so it's awesome to reach it. But at the end of the day, rankings are opinionated. So, I mean, if I go down to number 2, number 3, whatever people say about me, I know what my goals are in the end. I want to be the best player to ever play the game. So opinions don't mean that much to me.
Now we've got that stuff out of the way. Last week and a half, really, pretty wild time. Just kind of walk through, someone who's almost like family to you, Lorenzo Romar, gets fired at Washington. Obviously, that impacts your father, who's working there. In that moment when that goes down, what's going through your mind when that happens?
It was crazy. There was a lot of emotions that went in. That I was feeling right then. Part of me was like, wow, they didn't believe in this class. They didn't believe in me. But it was more than just me that I was worried about. I felt bad for Coach and all the people that wanted to see that class play at Washington. So, there was a lot of emotions. But at the end of the day, I believe that God works everything out for the good. So I was excited to see what was next for me.
And obviously, the next step was something that kind of brought you back home a little bit. When you moved to Missouri in the 5th or 6th grade?
Yeah, I moved to Missouri in 5th grade.
So you moved in the 5th grade. Your father was working for the women's program. Now he's coming back. He's going to be assistant for Coach Martin. And then you decided last week to go ahead and commit to Missouri. What was the biggest factor in deciding that, hey, I need to come back to Missouri?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm very comfortable with the Mizzou program. I've been around there for years. I've been in the gym, shot so many shots I can't even count. Been in the weight room a lot up at Mizzou, so I'm very comfortable with the facilities, the program, all that, the city, the fans. And, my family, my sisters go to school there, so it was a chance to reunite our family. And also, Kwanzaa's a great coach, a great guy. And, I trust my dad. I love my dad. So I felt like the opportunity was perfect. And then going home, when I put it on Twitter, I had no idea there was that many Mizzou fans. It was crazy. So I'm excited.
Yes, that's the next step about all this is the expectations. Because let's face it, Missouri's really struggled, over 20 losses each of the last 3 years. And they've got some veterans coming back who are going to be experienced. Currently, it's you and C.J. Roberts in the recruiting class. There's going to be a lot of hype surrounding you. I'm in Kansas City. It's been out of control. What do you think? How do you deliver on all that? There's going to be a lot of pressure. How do you show up and show that you're everything that people think you can be as a player?
Well, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of expectations. So for me, I know how I am as a player. I know what I can do on the court. So I'm okay with the expectations because I feel like I can go in there and do some good stuff. But I also try to take all the pressure away. At the end of the day, I'm not worried about impressing other people or making other people feel a certain way about me. I just want to help my team win. So I'm trying to take the pressure away and just go out there and play my game. And I feel like we can do something special next year.
There's a couple more. Is there anyone out there? I know the options are limited from the senior class, but is there anyone out there you've identified that you're hoping maybe coach or father and whoever gets added onto the staff with them goes after to try and add onto the squad with you?
I'm not yet. I really haven't got that far, but you can be sure that I'll be recruiting some players to go up there with me.
Yeah. There's at least one player that I know you're probably going to want to recruit. That's your little brother, Jonte, who I know it's kind of up in the air. Will he or won't he? I'm sure you would love to have him there with you. What do you think? Is there any timeline for when that decision is going to be made, and what do you think is going to matter to him most in that?
No, I don't know for sure. It's his decision. My parents have never put any pressure on us to do something we don't want to do. But he's listed some pros and some cons to it. So I mean, he's still debating on what he wants to do. But I don't know the timetable. But I mean, like you said, it'd be amazing to play with him.
All right. I'm Rivals.com National Basketball Analyst Eric Bossi. He's our #1 player, Michael Porter Jr. You can see him in the McDonald's All-American game on Wednesday night.